Yes or no? They give you the question or not? So recall the question. What is the question given? What is the question given? In a certain group of computer persons, 65% have insufficient knowledge of hardware. 45% has inadequate knowledge of software. Okay? Either in one or both, the percentage was given to be 70%. Okay? Based on that one, you have to find what is the percentage of people who know software among those who have a sufficient knowledge of hardware. When you see the question, all the data are given only for the negative one. They don't know. Okay? But in the question, what you are supposed to find? You have to find it for a positive one. That they have the knowledge. Both are different ones. So how will you fix the event? How will you fix the event? Yesterday I told you. You fix the event for the one which you are supposed to find. Yes or no? So what you fix for A? Sufficient knowledge of software. And B? Sufficient knowledge of hardware. This is what we have fixed. Now see your question, what you are supposed to find. What is the percentage of people who know software among those who have sufficient knowledge of hardware? So what you are supposed to find now? Tell me in terms of rotation. Percentage is nothing but probability value. Finding the probability can convert it to percentage. So you have to find the probability of what? A. Say it louder. A given B. Why A given B? Whether it should be A given B or it should be B given A? A given B. Why? Read the question. What you are supposed to find? Percentage of people who know software among those who have knowledge of hardware. Hardware தெரிஞ்சவங்கள how many will be not having the knowledge of software? So hardware is a fixed one. So you have to fix the hardware to be. So B is already completed. Based on that one, you have to find the chance for A. So probability of A given. This is what you are supposed to find. Understood? Any doubt? So write next line. To find probability of A given B. To find probability of A given B. Probability of A given B. Now next step, write the formula for A given B. So what is the formula probability of A given B? Probability of A intersection B divided by P of B. So we need these values to be found out. We should know what is A intersection B and what is P of B. Now see what are the informations given. First one, 65% have insufficient knowledge of hardware. So this indicates which probability value? P of A. B is for hardware and A is for software. But what is the full event of B? It indicates the persons who have insufficient or sufficient. Sufficient knowledge of hardware. We made assumption of B as sufficient knowledge of hardware. But here it is given as insufficient knowledge. So what will be this event? No absence.
B1.
Continue. So you are given the information for insufficient knowledge. Okay, wow. How will you know that one? Complementary. Okay, opposite than a sufficient or opposite than a insufficient. So we assumed B for the sufficient knowledge of hardware. So what will be the notation for insufficient? B bar. So you are given the information about probability of B bar. What is given? How much percentage? next information given? Inadequate knowledge of software. Okay, what will be the event for that one? A is for adequate knowledge of software. Inadequate means A bar, complementary. So you are given P of A bar is equal to 0.4. Okay, what is the next information given? Either A, 1 or 4. ஏதாவது ஒன்று தெரியாதவங்க இல்லை ரெண்டுமே தெரியாதவங்க வந்து it is given to be what percentage? 70%. How will you write that one? P of A, P of A bar, union B bar. That is given to be 70%. So these are the information which is given for you, direct informations. Now based on this one, you have to get this values. What is A intersection B and what is probability of B? How can we find? Complementary formula, do you remember? What is probability of B formula? Complementary. Probability of B is equal to 1 minus probability of B bar. The other way, probability of B bar will be equal to 1 minus probability of B. So this is 0.65. So what is 1 minus 0.65?
0.35.
0.35. So probability of B. Now we have to need probability of A intersection B. Okay, A intersection B. How can we find that?
1 minus
1 minus
P of A bar.
A bar union B bar. Why ma? What you are saying is right, but why? Complementary. Here what we are saying, they have insufficient knowledge of hardware and software. What you need here? Sufficient knowledge of hardware as well as software. So both are complementary units. So this is written 1 minus 0.70, which is 0.20. Can you understand now? There are insufficient knowledge of hardware, software. Say the other percentage 70%. 100 less 70% is they don't have knowledge. I mean, how many will be having knowledge? 30%. The remaining 30%. So 1 minus the complementary unit. Have you understood? So note down all these things, right? Given probability of B bar equal to 0.65. Probability of A bar 0.45. Probability of A bar union B bar 0.70. 0.70. So right, therefore probability of B equal to 1 minus probability of B bar, which is equal to 0.35. Probability of A intersection B will be equal to 1 minus 0.70, which is 0.30. Now substitute in your formula. Substitute in your formula. Hence, P of A given B is equal to A intersection B is 0.30. Divided by probability of B is 0.35. Find what is the answer? Seven. 0.857. Now, actually, your question is asked for the percentage. How will you convert this into percentage? Into 100. If you multiply by 100, what you will get?
Into 85%.
85.7%. So, right? Hence, final conclusion. Hence, percentage of people who know software, percentage of people who know software among those who have sufficient knowledge of hardware, among those who have sufficient knowledge of hardware probability, ma. So we are going to study a very important concept. This is what is called as Bayes theorem. This is a possible part B question in your unit 1. Okay, so far what you discussed is simple 2 mark questions or 3 mark questions. This is the first 8 mark questions in this unit 1. We are going to discuss what is Bayes theorem. It is like an extension of our conditional probability. So conditional probability means what you are doing? You are going to find a chance of one event to happen based on the chance that one event has already been completed. Okay, we discussed one for two events like A and B. In case there is a chance of happening for more than one event. Okay, then how to discuss the problem? That is what we are going to discuss in our Bayes theorem. For example, one event has been already completed. Okay, now we have to find what is the chance of other event to happen. Okay, that is a conditional problem. Okay, so that event has been completed, but for the other event to happen, there is chance of more than one possibility. A event B one is one other. B event has already happened. What is the chance of that to happen only in B? We have discussed one with two events. After A the possibility there is a more possibility like A1, A2, A3, etc. to A2. One event is already completed. But for that event, based on the other one, there is various possibilities. Then we are going to take the help of our Bayes theorem to solve the problems. Okay. For example, a very limited example, production in a company. Okay. For example, let's take that they are producing a pen. To produce a pen, whether they will be having only one machine, no? Which are more machine. Both machines are there will be 4 number of machines. For example, 3 machines are there. From that they have produced the pen. At the end of the day, what they will be doing? They will not be transporting to the corresponding shops or anywhere directly. Before that, what they will do? Testing. Okay, they will do random testing. They can't test all the products which is produced. That is not possible at all. They will be using a random test. So they found that the pen was an effective one. Whether they will know whether it is produced by A, B or C. Then they will use put a by A and B and B. Products from the okay. So from that test they are going to take it and they are going to do the test. They have done that test. Okay, they found it to be a defective one. But they don't know whether it was produced by machine A or machine B or machine C. If they want to find the appointments, we can take the help of our Bayes theorem. So they find that the conditional probability is only 2 events. So when there is a possibility of more number of things to happen there. Okay, then we go for our Bayes theorem and solve the problem. Okay, we can find what is the chance that it has come from B, or what is the chance that it has come from B. We can find what is the chance that it has come from C. And the overall possibilities in there, 3 possibilities. And the other combined would form our different more. That is what is our Bayes theorem. Okay, this is a very, very important one. Problems as well as the statement. Okay, so take down. First one. Before going to Bayes theorem, we are going to study one more theorem. So take down theorem on total probability. Theorem on total probability. Theorem on total probability. So write if E1, E2, etc. to En. E1, E2, etc. to En are a set of exhaustive and mutually exclusive events. Exhaustive and mutually exclusive events and capital A. A is another event associated with E suffix I. Associated with E suffix I, then probability of A is equal to summation I equal to 1 to N, probability of PI into probability of A divided by Probability of EI into probability of A given EI. A given EI. Okay. So what is the meaning of this one, ma? There is a various set of events happening, E1, E2, etc. up to En. A is one event which has happened. A is an event which has happened. But we don't know that it has happened from E1 or E2 or E3 or En anything. But you have to find what is the chance of the event A to happen. Okay, புரியுதா? E1, E2, E3 etc. up to E1ங்கிறது என்னன்னா A நடக்கக்கூடிய possible cases. E1ல நடக்கலாம் இல்லை E2ல நடக்கலாம் இல்லைனா En வரைக்கும் எந்த கேஸில் வேணாலும் அது நடக்கலாம். We don't bother that it is going to happen from any event. So total probability means we are going to find what is the chance of that event to happen, that's all. It can happen from E1 or it can happen from E2 or it can happen from E3 or any of the other EIs. எங்கே நடந்தாலும் எனக்கு பிரச்சனை கிடையாது, ஆனால் அது நடந்திருக்கணும் அவ்வளோதான். Okay, that is called as the total law of probability. We are going to find what is the chance of that one to happen when there is various possibilities. Okay, what is the form you have written? Summation I equal to 1 to n P of EI into P of A given EI. What is the meaning of P of EI என்னன்னா the chance of it to happen from E1. P of E2 means the chance of it to happen in E2. Okay, what will be P of A given EI? A given EI, now what is the meaning? EI has been selected. What is the chance of A to happen in EI? Okay, and the various possibilities. ஏன்னா A எங்கே வேணாலும் நடந்திருக்கலாமா, E1ல நடந்திருக்கலாம், E2ல நடந்திருக்கலாம், இல்லைனா E3ல நடந்திருக்கலாம். எல்லாத்தையும் சேர்த்து வச்சு A நடக்கிறதுக்கான சான்ஸ் எவ்வளோங்கிறத நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கிறோம். That is called as a total probability. Okay, based on this one only we are going to define our Bayes theorem. In our Bayes theorem formula, this only will come in our denominator. Okay, so take down Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem. This what I have given you is total law of probability. Now only you are going to take what is the Bayes theorem. So right, if E1, E2 etc. up to En, E1, E2 etc. up to En, E1, E2 etc. up to En are mutually exclusive disjoint events, mutually exclusive disjoint events with probability of EI not equal to 0, probability of EI not equal to 0, then for any event A, associated with EI, probability of EI given A is equal to probability of EI given A equal to probability of EI into probability of A given EI divided by summation of I equal to 1 to n probability of EI into probability of A given EI. That is your Bayes theorem formula. When you see both the denominator and numerator are the same terms, yes or no? But what is the difference? Numerator we are going to consider only that particular ith term alone. But denominator we are going to combine all the various possibilities. So formula is very easy to remember. What is the left hand side? EI given A. In the right hand side, you will get the opposite. What will be the right hand side? A given EI. So easily you can remember the formula. As I told you, this is a very possible 8-mark question in your Unit 1, Bayes theorem concept. Okay, do you remember the formula? Shall we start with the problem? What is P of EI given A? P of EI into P of A given EI and P of EI into P of A given EI. Mostly in the question all the data will be there now. How to find P of EI and how to find P of A given EI. Just to identify from the statements everything correctly, substitute in the formula and get the answer. That's all. Okay, 90% all the information will be there in the statement itself. Edhukkan answer in the you have to find it correctly. That is your part. Okay, so take down first problem. Yes, ma'am. What is this?
It is a good times. 9:30 is around good times.
Itila list vandu nanku maadu.
Yeah, sorry.
Continue. First problem. First one. In a bowl factory, in a bowl, B-O-L-E, bowl. Bowl factory, machines, A, B, C, machines, A, B, C, manufacture, respectively, 25%, 35%, 40% of the total. Full stop. Of their output, 5%, 4%, 2% are found to be defective bolt. BOLTS. Full stop. A bolt is drawn at random. And found to be defective. What is the probability that it was manufactured by machine B? What is the probability that it was manufactured by machine B? Now read the question and understand. Now that is a very important one. All the other steps are easy. So what they are doing? What they are manufacturing? Bolt. Everyone knows what is a bolt, yes or no? Yes? It is manufactured by how many machines? 3 machines. Okay. How much of the production is given by each machine? 25%, 35% and 40%. Out of 100 is split into like this. Okay, how much production is given by each of the machine. So in their production, what is the next line given? Defective. What is the chance of defective bolt in machine A? 5%. Machine B? 4%. Machine C? 2%. Okay, whether these data are clear or not? Now identify what you are supposed to find. So what you are doing, a bolt is drawn and it is found to be a defective one. This is completed. Okay, what you have to find? Probability that it has come by machine B. Okay, which event is completed, ma? Which event is completed? எதை நீங்கள் கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டீங்க? You have found out that bolt is defective. That is the completed event. Based on that one, you have to find it was manufactured by machine B. So you need 2 events to identify. What is the formula? EI given A verb. Yes or no? EI is the various possibilities and A is the event what you have completed. Okay, in your problems always you have to fix A for the event which is completed. and EI will be the various possibilities. So in this problem, what will fix as A? Which event is completed? Defective bolt. So let A be the event denoting a defective bolt. So that is completed, you fix that for A. Remember that one thoroughly. Whatever event you have completed, that should be fixed for A. அது நடக்கிறதுக்கு எத்தனை பாசிபிலிட்டிஸ் இருக்கோ those should be denoted as E1, E2, E3, etc. The defective bolt may come from machine A or B or C. So for this 3 you denote it as E1, E2, E3. Can you understand why this is very important? If you interchange the assumptions as usual, the entire problem will go wrong. Whatever is given as a completed one, you fix A for that one. What are the chances of that event to happen? That will become as your EI. Okay, so this is the first step you have to fix, which is A and which is EI. So right, start the solution. Let E1, E2, E3, let E1, E2, E3 be the event denoting the bolt, BOLT, manufactured by machine A, B and C respectively. By machine A, B and C respectively. So E1 will be for A, E2 for B and E3 will be for C. Next line. Let A be the event denoting a defective bolt. Now identify what you have to find. What you have to find? See the statement. You have taken a bolt and found it to be defective. So this is over now. So defective bolt, what is the notation? A. So our event A is completed. Now we have to find that this A has come from
B lo
it was manufactured by B. For B, what is the notation? E2, E1, E2, E3, A, B, C. Now we have to find that this bolt has come from machine B. For machine B, the notation is E2. So you are supposed to find what is probability of E2 driven A. You have to identify this correctly. A has been already completed. We have chosen a defective bolt. Now we have to identify that it has come from machine B. For machine B, the notation is E2. If it is asked for machine A, E1 given A. Machine C, E3 given A. So in one problem itself, you may be asked to find all the 3 also. That is also possible. Okay, so right, to find probability of E2 given A. Now apply your Bayes theorem. By Bayes theorem, probability of E2 given A equal to. By Bayes theorem, probability of E2 given A equal to. Write your formula. Probability of E2 into. Yes. So right, E2 into probability of A given E2 divided by summation of probability of EI into probability of A given E1. What is the range for I values now? எத்தனை E's எடுத்திருக்கோம்? 3. E1, E2, E3. So I will be varying from 1 to 3. There are 3 possibilities. It can happen from machine A or machine B or machine C. Okay? Have you understood? Can you understand? Now seeing this, tell me how many values you have to identify to substitute in the formula. For numerator you need probability of E2, E1, A given E2, A given E3. You have to find all the 6 values and you have to substitute in your formula. Can you understand now? Yes? So now try to find all this thing now, all is given for you. Okay, just to identify which is for which value. What is the meaning of P of E1? Machine A. How many bulb will be produced by machine A? What is given? 25%. How many bulbs are manufactured? Okay, so 25%. For machine B, so that will be E2. Machine C, 40%. That will be E3. What is the next one you have to find? A given E1. What is the meaning, ma? You have chosen the machine A. What is the chance of getting defective from machine A? How much defective in machine A? 5%. Machine B? 4%. Machine C? 2%. All are given or not? Just identify it correctly and substitute in your formula. Okay, so continue. Given probability of E1 is equal to, what is the percentage, ma'am? 25. Value is 0.25. Probability of E2 is equal to 0.35. Probability of E3 is equal to 0.40. Overall production. So next we have to find A given E1. The defective article from machine A. What is the percentage? 5. 5 means what is the value? 0.05. Similarly, A given E2, 0.04. A given E3, 0.02. So now, final step, substitute in the formula, right? Hence, probability of E2 given A is equal to. First, the board is visible. Have you written all these values? So write substitute formula E2 given A equal to numerator E2. So 0.35 into A given E2 is 0.04. 0.04 A given E2 divided by. Now we have to combine all the 3 possibilities E1 cases. So 0.25 into 0.05 plus the values of E2. 0.35 into 0.04 plus the third case E3 0.40 into 0.0. Find the answer. Basic is actually very easy. All the ratios will be known. Just to identify it correctly and substitute it for. Answer according to Indian budgeters. I hope you has it. Probably value of this size between 0 and 1. It cannot be a negative value. It's always positive. Remember that. 0 point. Just now I told you probably the one lies between 0 and 1. 0.40? 40? 5. Okay. Others? Remember, probability value cannot be a negative and it lies between 0 and 1 only, not above 1. Answer. Answer, ma. How much? 45.5% giving in percentage. What is the probability value? Here it is not as percentage. Now you are supposed to find only probability value. For 0.405. Good. Everyone take the same answer? So leave the answers for probability value itself now. One if it is asked but converted as percentage. 0.405. So the same problem can be discussed for machine A and machine C also. Machine A means what will happen? Machine A and now go. You have to find probability of, say it ma, E1 given A. Whether there will be any change in the denominator? No, there will be change only in the numerator. Similarly, E3 given A also, denominator will be the same. Only the change will be only in the numerator. So in one question, all the three cases can also be asked. That is also possible. Again, it will be only an 8-mark question, not an 16-mark question. Because denominator is going to be same for everything. Just numerator 2 values you are going to change. So it is purely an 8-mark question only, not a 16-mark question.